today because I came down to Bayele here in Quen to witness a training of one of our dodging clubs. There is an interest to make sure that dodging becomes an international sport. One thing is very clear that when you talk about dodging, some people will think that it is maybe junior children that are supposed to play, but we can see that it's not really the case. Because the energy that the sport demands, a child may not be able to play it and it will be interesting like you guys are doing.
That have been packed there. So what we do is, if you are a shooter, you shoot the person that is in the feeders. It's a competition between two teams. The ones that are shooting, they shoot, while the ones that are playing, they will dodge. When I say dodge, you dodge when they're shooting the ball, you dodge. If let me say if the ball is coming in a way that you can catch, you catch the ball, throw it in the no man's land, so that while our opponents are going to pick, they're packing the sepals, and when you pack them correctly, or you count and start scattering them back. So when you count and scatter them, it means we have 10 points there.
If somebody says it does, if you want to we're gonna have see they almost come. There were a lot of arguments. I said your conscience always shows you. When she picked up the ball, she picked it up and scrubbed her hands on the ground. I saw it with my own eyes, but people were refusing. So I just want to say, the energy you use to argue is the energy you can use in play.
The practice session for today was very good.
For me, it was really good, and I am happy. I hope next training will be better.
All of us trained well, but the argument was too much. But today, I know that I can shoot very well. I can see that myself that I'm the best shooter. So I'm trying.
I'll advise that everyone should be training often. They should do the training often.
Practically, dodging is a professional sport here in Cameroon, as we all know today, and it's been a professional sport since after the codification in 2012 and 2013. So the intention today is to rebrand and reintroduce a very popular African indigenous sport as dodging, and see into it that it becomes a professional sport, you know, not just in Cameroon, but Africa and the globe at large.
If you don't do frequent sports, you will not be able to dodge in the pitch like that for 3 minutes. It will be very difficult. But if every Mondays we have our trainings. So when we come, we do jogging around the field, we do some little exercises before we start. We don't just batch into the field like that and start playing.
We also have a challenge at the level of maybe the amount of clubs that we are having today in Cameroon. Because now we are talking about 10 to 15 clubs, 10 registered clubs. We have some other clubs like a couple of 5 of them are not yet registered and constituted. And we have a minimum target of 100 clubs by March 2020. So the first regional tournaments of Dodgng Sports are going to hold here in Cameroon in March 2020, and we are looking at a minimum of 100 clubs. So we have a challenge at the level of getting the clubs, and I think as we go closer to the sport and physical education instructors from SENAGES and INGS, we are also going to overcome this challenge. And a sport like dodging is being played in almost the same size of field like football. The only difference is at the level of maybe the demarcation of the field. So for the field, we are not going to face problems, you know. We are also going to be getting into partnership with the Ministry of Basic, Secondary and Higher Education, because we have negotiations going on to see that dodging is being played as a professional sport or as one of the sports in the school curriculums in Cameroon. It may shock anybody listening that Africa in general doesn't have a sport a sport, you know, that is being celebrated globally. Think about it. If you talk about football, it's a different country. You talk about lawn tennis, you talk about basketball, you talk about, just name it. The only sport that I think Africans are being celebrated in is maybe racing, you know, running. And this sport, I want to believe that Kenya is leading in the world. But some of the longest or the most popular racing competitions don't also take place in Africa. So I want to believe that God has given us an opportunity to own a sporting discipline from Africa, built in Africa, you know, designed in Africa and propagated to the world. And I want to say that in the shortest period of time, we are hoping to have the African Nations Cup for dodging, which has been projected by the different partners that are involved by 2025.